sparks. I think I lost my touch to the girl of my night, the one I love so much. Party has run its course. Your promises make me numb. It's 3:15, and I realize you'll never come. But I'll still believe. But I'll still believe. But I'll still believe. It's 3:15, and I realize you'll never come. You're the one for me. How can I let it show? I guess it's too late. I just watched you go. Hold me in this hour. You're the only one that I trust. Just give me a second to realize that it's all a bust. But I'll still believe. But I'll still believe. But I'll still believe. It's 3:15, and I realize you'll never come. My back's so low, has to go. Brought down, I have a spare. My back's so low, has to go. Brought down, I have a spare. I'm seeing sparks. I think I lost my touch to the girl of my night, the one I love so much. My back's so low, has to go. Brought down, I have a spare. My back's so low, has to go. Brought down, I have a spare. But I'll still believe. But I'll still believe. But I'll still believe. It's 3:15, and I realize you'll never come. But I'll still believe. But I'll still believe. But I'll still believe. It's 3:15, and I realize you'll never come. I'm Mike Palladino from Long Island, New York.
My name's Noah Bartel. I play bass in Mike Palladino's band.
I'm Nick Janowitz, and I play the drums.
I'm Steve. I am the producer, oftentimes the drummer, and today I'm the guitarist of Mike Palladino's band.
My record called One Night Only, it came out in August, late August, I forget the date, around when the suns get red, so that part of August. And it took me probably 2 weeks to write the song structures, the vocal melodies, the lyrics, but to get all the arrangements down, to write all the horn parts and the string parts and the piano parts, that took probably another week or so. But the actual recording process took probably like, I don't know, a month. So that was definitely the most heavy part of any production of the whole entire record. That took the longest, if anything.
I had the pleasure of recording Mike's last album in my dorm room after we became good friends. And yeah, since then we've played a lot of live shows, and we've done a lot of work inside the studio and outside of the studio.
I met Mike my first semester at Emerson College when I was here, and I met him in a music class. We sat in the back together, and he was telling me that he just started writing music. So, you know, we talked about it over a little bit of time, and all of a sudden I was like, yeah, I'll play the drums for you if you ever need it. And a couple years later, here we are.
I've been part of the band since he's been playing, so I think about a year or so. I'm not sure exactly when we started.
This is actually my first big band I've played in. I've played, I mean, I've ever since I was a kid, I've played in small ensemble groups that were usually set up by other people, but this is sort of my first band undertaking just on my own with my friends.
that are solely on the guitar.
But yeah, Mike sort of just writes songs and teaches them as he goes, and we play them when we can. We played a few songs that are older that were on his Bandcamp already, but most of the stuff we played was on one night only before the album came out.
Our buddy Sam Kerman played flute on the record. We got a lot of horn parts. Mike played trumpet. Our friend Matt Lee to do another trumpet solo on a song. Our buddy Andrew Romano did a sax solo. You know, we have a huge arsenal of players on the record, and you know it was challenging recording them, but overall, you know, it was a very rewarding task to have.
The first song I wrote for the record was actually the first track off the album, which is I Don't Love You.
My favorite song to perform live is probably I Don't Love You.
It would be I Don't Love You.
It's a beautiful song.
And I wrote that a few months before everything else.
Because it's the first song off the record, and
there's a lot of theory behind it. That when he released it, I immediately picked up my guitar and started learning it because I wanted to know why I enjoyed it so much.
Mike wrote that sort of around a time where I was like feeling all those things. In his room, he's like, "Hey, I wrote this new song," and he played it. I was like lying on his bed, and he like played it to me on acoustic guitar, and I was like, "This is the one, dude."
It's definitely a really straightforward, fun song to play live.
I always write the music first, and then I usually write the lyrics a couple days before I have to record the vocals. I save the lyrics for last.
Because I play bass, I just do what's on the album, but I know Mike likes to sometimes change up what he does with his vocals, like he sings the melody, or because we have two guitarists, he plays acoustic live, and then usually we have another electric guitarist, and so they sort of put those together. And
the instrumentation alone is more calm, but the live performance, we want a lot more electronic sound, sort of a lot of that like gainy guitar, and a lot more. The drums obviously will sound a lot more impactful live.
I mean, when I'm learning songs for any band, I usually try and understand the way that the form of the song works, and the form of a song can change from the record to when it's being played live. So I'll usually ask whoever wrote the song. I'll ask them, is there a different arrangement that you're going to do for a live performance, or is it going to be similar to the record? And depending on what they say, will determine, how I approach understanding the way that the song works.
I don't love you in the same way that I used to. Please don't be blue. Just let me get my thoughts across to you. These things have changed. That don't mean that our love is strange, but fresh and new. Just let me get my thoughts across to you. Because it's been a while since I've been around. We can make it work and buckle down. It's been a while since I've been around. We
Like the song "I Don't Love You," the lyrics are "I don't love you in the same way that I used to." That's pretty obvious what that means. When I wrote that, I had this mentality of writing an instrumental, specifically not mirroring, but very influenced by the song "Let's Go Away for a While" off of Pet Sounds. I wanted like that type of instrumental, and I thought kind of, not ironically, but kind of oddly making the saddest song off the record, the title track, and being called "One Night Only" when you think "One Night Only" is more of a happy expression. Some people might think that the second track or the third track is the big single off the record, but the reason why I made the first track more of an upbeat, probably the most accessible melody off the record, which is "I Don't Love You." You always got to choose the melody that people remember the most as the first record. I know Todd Rundgren did that with his album Something Anything with "I Saw the Light." First instrument I played, I think, was the drums, and then naturally, because I did love Ringo's drumming with the Beatles when I was very young. And then I played trumpet in high school. Wasn't too great at trumpet, so I switched over to a baritone horn or the euphonium in later high school.
Yeah, I like high school bands. Stupid cover bands, like joke cover bands, and one band where we wrote music called Big Leg, but that didn't go anywhere. So I've been playing bass since the 7th grade, on and off, lessons for a couple years, and then I stopped lessons after like 9th grade, and just has been playing every day since.
So drums, then trumpet, then euphonium. I picked up the bass in 8th grade, and then naturally I went to guitar. Taught myself piano a summer and a half ago, I think.
One of the coolest things about music is you can reskin it however you want. So whether you record it one way on an album doesn't necessarily mean that you have to play it the same way every time. And that's something that I think a lot of people are hard pressed to get away from. Whenever they record something, they say, "This is how I'm going to play the song forever."
Until I get the resources to get like a full string section, orchestration.
We just have to get the resources to do that first. But we do have a lot of people who are willing to play, the horns and the strings and stuff live.
If he decides, I really want to orchestrate this whole band, then I'm gung ho. That would be really cool. To pull off a performance like that would be beautiful.
Anything live, I'm just going to keep it to the 4-piece, 5-piece band, and have a good time with it.
If I had to join any band if Mike Palladino disappeared,
I'd probably say Kamasi Washington's band, because they're some of the best musicians out there right now. And if I could get in on that, that would be pretty excellent.
All right, realistically speaking, there's a band called Now, and they either don't have a bassist or have lost their guitarist, so they don't have a whole lot of instruments, and that's one band that I would love to join. They're this sort of dark ambient pop band.
a little Boston band called Bugs and Rats, I'd want to play bass for them. They're my favorite.
Any live show I go to when it's just a person playing kind of downcast music, even though as good as it could sound, I get kind of bored. I do like the more of the upbeat stuff. When you see me play on the show, it's going to sound much different than the record. It's going to sound probably as good, but in a completely different context. So I'm excited.
1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. I can't go on any more than this. I'm tired of having to reminisce for tomorrow. Tomorrow alone with you. The breath on my shoulder told me how to live. It's a shame there's not much left to give for tomorrow. Tomorrow alone with you. Away we were, hinting it wouldn't fall through. But I'm not sure anything ever grew. You made all of my dreams come true. It's a shame that it won't be just me and you for tomorrow. Tomorrow alone with you. Away we were, hinting it would didn't fall through. But I'm not sure anything ever grew. I can't go on any more than this. I'm tired of having to reminisce for tomorrow. Tomorrow